You're ahead of me on that one. What were the obstacles or challenges in because obviously this is a space no one really was in. You created a space for this product. So what were the challenges in building something where there may not have been a perceived need before?
Whenever you create something new that's different and that's disruptive to what's out there already, one of the things that is always a huge challenge is that the value you're providing, how good you are, is defined by metrics that are completely different from what people were used to. They're completely new. So in the old-fashioned world of camcorders, where there's tons of capability and lots of cables and buttons and technology, the questions that people would have in a store or that a technology reviewer would have before writing a review were all about, what's the technical specifications here? How many megapixels are the stills? How, is it 1080 or 720p in HD format? All these questions for us were irrelevant, and convincing a retailer that those questions were irrelevant, or convincing a reviewer that they were relevant, is really, really hard. But the truth is, every kind of new product that has disrupted the existing players has thrown away the old metrics and replaced them with new metrics. And for us, the new metrics were basically two things. Is it simple and easy? And two, is it fun to use? Those were our only metrics. And so while everybody else in this space, everybody else in consumer electronics is focused on specifications and numbers, things that we don't even bother. I pretend not to even know what they are. I do know what they are, I think. Maybe, but I don't even talk about them, because the question is, for instance, not that this has 2 or 4 gigabytes of memory on it, or does it have 1 hour of memory or 2 hours of memory? That's kind of the difference. But that's a challenge. It's a challenge to get experts and industry leaders to understand that. But for regular, real people, they just want to know, how does it turn on? How much memory does it have? How much memory does it have in terms of time? And is it easy? And if it's easy, it's fun, because it makes you feel smart. It makes you delighted with the experience. And that's been our approach with Flip from the very beginning. And that's actually been the approach of our founder, Jonathan Kaplan, and everything he's done is to disrupt by changing the questions that people ask.
And it's funny you mention that, because along with those qualities, it's also affordable. That's the one thing, that everyone can afford the technology, and then it's used. It's fun, and it is easy to use.
Yeah. It actually, so that's the third thing, and I should have mentioned that. I think number 1 is easy. Number 2 is fun. Number 3, it's more affordable than you expect it to be. And you can look at lots of different kinds of businesses where those 3 attributes have made all the difference, combined with asking the world to judge these new things by different questions and different metrics. So in airlines, I would point to Virgin America, which is less expensive than you expect it to be. It's fun to fly. If you've been on Virgin America, it's just a fun experience. It's easy to set up your itinerary. And obviously the questions that they're asking are different than what the traditional airlines are asking. It's true in cars, it's true in even government. Institutions over time get stale because they get so good at what they're doing that they forget to get good at what's next. And that's the challenge in innovation.
Interesting.